SGG family, what's good with y'all? It's Coach Cooper back here with another Patriots rebuild, and we're finally ready for our first off season of the year. Of course, did not make the postseason, man. Y'all can see how the year finished out, man. 4-13 overall record. Ended up being last in the AFC East considerably. 15th ranked overall in the whole AFC side. I mean, only the Broncos had a worse record than we did at 1-16. Ooh, Patriots. Wait. Oh. Okay, yeah, that was them hiring me. Bears fired their coach and their whole staff. They cleared house. Bengals fired the OC. Broncos fired the coordinators. Broncos fire OC. Cardinals clear house. Chargers OC. Raiders OC. Commanders all of the coordinators. Saints get rid of the DC. Titans OC. Vikings clear house. Buccaneers take care of their head coach, and Browns fire their head coach. So a lot of firings actually here going through the playoff round, but let's go ahead and see what this storyline is. New message: early season reporter interview. How you gonna have an early season interview in the season for next? This is an extra early one. Hey coach, I saw Ryan Clark talk about our pass coverage this morning, and he mentioned that at the start of the year you predicted the team would give up less than 3,500 yards. Well, we shut all the experts up. We finished strong and proved that our pass D was great. Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. 2,500 XP for the DBs. Yeah, that's what I like to see. And here goes the Pro Bowl rosters. Just wanted to go ahead and pull up here and see if we have any of our players that end up making any of these rosters. Obviously, we'll be looking through and seeing if there are any surprises too as well. T. Lawrence making it as a quarterback. Ray McLeod the third getting in there. Ray Rice getting in there. So we have no receivers, no tight ends, no offensive line. It looks like obviously not quarterback or running back. Doesn't look like we really have much of anything. I don't even know why I'm looking on like kind of. I'm trying to look on both sides really to see like what players are over there, but I was actually looking over there for our players too as well. You know, we're definitely on the AFC side. This is not like mixed up anymore. So no draft this time. Oh, Peppers. Okay. Is this ours? Yeah, that's Jabril Peppers. He made it number 2, safety. Okay, I'll take that. Wait, our corner didn't make it? Oh, there you go, Jonathan Jones. Okay, I was about to say. Okay, so we have 2 DBs make it. Jonathan Jones is CB1. Peppers is free safety 2. Still don't let you play the Pro Bowl, but hey, that's 2 Pro Bowlers to our record coach sheet already. And what a surprising bracket here. The Panthers all the way from the 6th seed. All right, so let's start on our side, of course. You know, Jaguars take care of the Steelers with ease, 28-7. Bills take care of the Colts, 34-21. Kansas City went ahead and took care of the Jets, 31-28. So no upsets there in that first round. And then the Ravens take care of Kansas City, 21-14. Bills upset the Jags, 31-24, before getting handled by Baltimore, 28-10. So as far as anybody made it in our division, seems to be that AFC Championship round here. And on the NFC side, you have the Falcons whooping up on the Lions, 31-17. Panthers upsetting the Eagles, 22-17. And then the Cowboys upsetting the Packers, 45-21. Packers then upset the Falcons, 28-20. And the Panthers beat the 49ers, 31-25, before beating the Cowboys, 41-31. And that leads us into a Super Bowl game here against the Panthers and Ravens. Unfortunately, won't be able to watch the game. I would love to go into the game and give you guys some highlights, but I obviously can't do that unless I take over their OC or something like that. But not their OC, but take over their owner or something, which I'm not going to mess up their team structure and all that stuff. So I don't know what kind of effect that might have on them rebuilding the rest of the series. But let's go ahead and look at the yearly awards. Looks like Patrick Mahomes ends up with MVP here over the old NFL Coach of the Year, going to John Harbaugh and the Ravens. Of course, I was not anywhere close to the top of that list. But AFC-wise, Derrick Henry, Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby is Defensive Player of the Year. Not seeing any of our players, which is a little disheartening. Looks like Polk ended up finishing 5th for Rookie of the Year, but they gave it ultimately to Ladd McConkey. Junior Colson for Defensive Player, Rookie of the Year. Mahomes for Best QB. Henry, Kirk, Linderbaum, Crosby, TJ Watt, Humphrey, Tucker for all the best players of the year. Then we'll quickly go through the NFC side just to see if there's any surprises. Caleb Williams getting Offensive Rookie of the Year, just barely beating out Daniels, which probably won't happen in real life. This would probably be the top 2, but I think Daniels is really securely locked up that spot, even this early in the season. I'd say he probably locked up Rookie of the Year. Let me know down below who you have for Rookie of the Year in real life on that NFC side. Do you think You think Jay Daniels is going to lock that up for himself, or do you guys think there's still time for somebody to catch up and kind of take that spot back from him? Because I don't think there's any sign of him slowing down at all. Looks like Baltimore went in and took it 28-20. So third championship for both of them, but third Super Bowl going to the Ravens. It looks like every time they go to the Super Bowl, they win it. Lamar Jackson getting Super Bowl MVP for Baltimore. So they will be our series' first Super Bowl champs. It's coming on the AFC side, so very steady uphill climb. We've got our retirement list here. Let's go and look at the rest of them. Of course, we know the big two there. Nobody from our team, it looks like. Jimmy Ward, Case Keenum are both retiring. Stephon Gilmore is done. Cameron Jordan is done. Demario Davis is done. Tyrod Taylor is done. Tyron Smith is done. Lane Johnson is done. Raheem Mostert is done. Joe Flacco is done. Patrick Peterson done. Matt Prater done. Von Miller is done. Mercedes Lewis is done. And we're getting to some of the guys that were free agents. Linval Joseph is done. Let's see, anybody else? Any other notables? JPP is done. Jason Peters is done. Latavius Murray, Ty Montgomery, Jerick McKinnon, Julio Jones, Brian Hoyer, Jimmy Graham, Marquise Goodwin, Mason Crosby, Randall Cobb, Dwayne Brown. A good amount of names. Now, obviously, the longer we play in the series, Tyson Alulu. The longer we play in this series, the longer that the less people, of course, will know throughout that whole list. But shout out to them. I guess we don't get to see like who ends up going to the Hall of Fame. Of course, we got another storyline here. It's a couple more upgrades, I guess, after the season ending with some of our guys coming off of their practice squad deals. Hey, everybody. Coach, let's talk about the next few months. What is your plan for the upcoming season to get better? I mean, come on now. Make a splash and upgrade the roster. Make sure we win the draft. There's no specific plan. It's definitely make a splash and upgrade the roster. We definitely will be looking at spots in free agency to upgrade this team. Any specific position or just overall talent. I think it's going to be overall talent. I'm not going to give any kind of insight onto what positions we're looking at. I don't want to give any teams a leg up, but it will just be overall talent, offense or defense. Well, give me an option. Oh, it won't give me an option to say which one. Definitely offense, because I'm going to look to build the offensive line probably through free agency. There wasn't a whole lot of draftable picks there that I think can do anything. Do you feel confident that you can improve the team going into camp? I mean, yeah, I think we'll improve for sure. And I don't think 4 wins is in our future next year. Now, will we be 500? I don't know. But we'll check back in at training camp to see how you did. I look forward to it. So I wonder what they're going to want me to do. Do they give me like a goal here? Upgrade ready to discuss me this goal. You'll need to trade for or sign an offensive starter at least at 85 overall. All right, coach. My agent has been telling me that my number one motivation. What's your motivation? It says number one motivation. I really care about being close to home. Okay, will you change that about me? I don't want to change you. I want you to care about being a starter. I want you to care more about winning. I want you to care about being a scheme. Honestly, I mean, I don't want to. Oh crap! Dang, I was gonna put that I didn't want to change him, but okay, let's see how this plays out. I feel like I trust you enough to take your advice. Motivation change. So his number one motivation now is just caring about being a starter. I really didn't mean to do that. I was gonna give him the motivation of just not wanting to change it because I thought that would be better for him. So. Hold on. Got a whole bunch of news feeds here. Hold on. Keenan Allen just walked out. Okay, so Keenan Allen's going to be in free agency. Cameron Hayward's going to be in free agency. Chase Young. Some offensive line. BJ Hill at defensive tackle. J.K. Scott at running back. Elijah Moore at receiver. Looks like it could be a big re-sign period. Now, of course, we won't get to see any of that until we advance forward. Hopefully, that doesn't mess up with what our what his motivations actually are. Obviously, like I said, I don't want to change him as a person completely. All right, so you already rejected this offer. I would up the salary a little bit so that way it's not as big of a cap hit if I do have to, move on from him. Let me see. Yeah, because the cap hit number just stays the same. Let's try 0.2 more. Stevenson. Okay. Play for a new team next year. I'm cool with looking for a new running back anyway. So I think Antonio Gibson can lead the offense in a better way because he's like faster and more mobile. So that could help out a lot actually. offer here for KJ Osborne. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Just we'll go 0.3. But I don't think these guys will see big like markets in free agency. Honestly, I appreciate that from it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna overcompensate for some of these guys that obviously don't want to be here, but at the same time, I think I can get them back in free agency if I absolutely wanted to. So we don't have a couple more deals here. Let's go. We'll just knock out all the big ones here first, and I'll handle all the little ones. Cole Strange, we're gonna go ahead and get your offer in. 27 years old, star dev. One of the only offensive linemen with that, so yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Enzymes, not really wanting that big of a deal. He's still 28 though, so I mean this would take him to age 30. We haven't given him a contract offer yet. I'm gonna lower the bonus, but I'm gonna up the guarantee. Okay, I mean fair enough. Go ahead, find you a new team. Now somebody like David Andrews, bridge player and mentor, so I think this could be great to get maybe a young center in here that can develop and finally take his spot, but I feel like we have to have that veteran rock on the offensive line, and he's already interested, so that's going to be a great one-year deal for him. Hayes or Hawkins, Jalen Hawkins. Do I really want to? I mean, I might just because he's younger, but we're gonna focus on the big names here. I mean, the only really big other contract left because everybody else is kind of pretty low. What are you? Oh, that's the kicker. Everybody else is pretty low except for, here we go, Dietrich Wise, 31 years old, but 77 overall. Had a really good season for us. I think deserving of maybe a one-year deal wouldn't be too bad. Keon White is behind him and younger, so I could get room for him to play better. I mean, he doesn't even have interest in wanting to come back. So, I mean, I'm throwing out this neutral offer here, at least to make an effort, but we'll try. We might try for him to get back in free agency. I think everybody else either is going to be signed for depth reasons here. We're just going to basically let everybody else go. So let's go to see what that free agency pool is talking about. Justin Simmons, Amari Cooper, Chase Young is on the board, and he's got interest. Matthew Judon is on the board with interest. Halfback Jalen Warren with interest. Okay, I like this already. Connor Williams at center with interest. Okay. So we can see some big time upgrades. Now remember, our goal was to get an 85 or better player. So that means we got to go after Simmons, Cooper, or Young. Actually lower this. Okay. I got an idea. Hold on. Four years, $8.8 million a season. Put us on top. Okay. I like that. I like that because that's going to give me my running back. So that's neutral. So this is the player friendly. We'll like this offer. Player may accept less though. And this one overpaying for sure, but it's a high acceptance rate. If we give him 5 years, what is that? 24.3 million. 4 years, 22.3 million. Let's go 5 years. We tried 21 million. So let's go. That's 21.2. That would be 21.5. 5 years, 21.5 million, right? No. That's 23. That's 23.5 million. Let's just drop this down a little bit. 22.5 million. Let's go for 9.3 million. 3 years, 9.3 million. So basically, 3.1 million a season. Ooh, the Eagles are ahead of us now. The Rams. Okay, let's try that 4.4, 11.6. Bro, still no? Sheesh, what is Houston giving you? 70 in the run. Okay, we can work with this. 76, 70, 80. I like that. I mean, he's not that interested. So we'd have to pay him a little bit to come out here, but you also don't have that many offers. Let's see if we can get him for like a 4-year deal. I'll up the money a little bit here. Let's go 5 million. Strength of the offer is pretty high. I mean, you only have the Commanders going for you, and they have a way lower offer. So I like that. So that's 5 of our targets looked at. And just for review here for this first round, we have Chase Young with a deal going to him, Jalen Warren, Connor Williams, Jerome Baker, and now Kendrick Green. So out of these 5 targets, these would be some pretty big splashes to make the team better already. And then we can start filling in some of the other gaps with a little bit of money that we got left there. I mean, 53 is definitely not a little bit, but We still got a little bit of wiggle room here, even after making these big signings. This will help solidify the offensive line with 2 other key pieces here. We get a linebacker that can help out with our linebacking core, making that stronger for us. And then we have somebody to help out with edge rush and get us a good running back here to help out with the run game. Let's go ahead and eval these offers. Okay, but I hit the button. Okay, so Green is still here, still looking. Bengals went ahead and ended the conversation. After the signing period, so we lose out on both offensive linemen. Well, we get our, I don't know why I'm sounding sad right now. Well, we didn't just get Chase Young, bro. Chase Young is coming to the squad. That gives me my goal too as well. But welcome to the team, extra edge rusher. We need it. Jalen Warren now to help out the backfield a little bit, taking over that starting running back spot. For where does that place us as far as that second place team is also looking at you, just slightly above the Titans. Let's go and let me give that man a little bit more money. Let me try to respect you just a little bit more. Get him up to age 35 season. Just a quick 2-year deal to help some of our younger guys develop too. I like that. All right, we do need a tight end too. Young Noah Gray here, 26 years old, has interest in wanting to come to the squad. Let's go ahead and see if we just give him a neutral offer. Where does that place us in terms of we're the only team looking at him too as well. So offer out to Noah Gray. I'm thinking here at defensive tackle, Marlon Tubelutu. He's got a very high block share. We definitely need some depth over here at the defensive tackle spot, especially if we're going to go 4-3. We actually probably need 2 of these guys. So I'm not mad at picking this up here. Only wants a 1-year deal. I can see the development. I mean, you're already 70. Yeah, let's go 1-year deal. Let's see what he's able to do first before I go on a big contract extension there. And then like, we really need DJ Jones. I mean, you're higher overall, but what do you do? You're 77 block shed still as well, but you're 30 years old. You're a bridge player. I mean, if y'all had mentor tags, I could see it here. There's a bunch of players that want to come here, but it's just the age that's kind of keeping me like, I'm not mad at it. Let's see a little 1-year deal, see how much better you get in a year. And there we go. Another set there of another set of 5 here, so we can go ahead and do the next 5 period. Let me go to my targeted screen here. So we have DeAndre Hopkins, slightly better than the Titans. Kendrick Green, slightly better than the Commanders. Noah Gray only offer Bobby Brown III. The Bears are offering him. The Chargers are offering here too as well. Oh, last time we let this kind of ride out, we kind of lost these. Let me go ahead and up the funds just a little bit. Let's go 2.9. Oh yeah, now we got a big time offer over them. And let's go to the Chargers ones. Let's go 2.5 or 2.6. There we go. And they got interest in wanting to come here anyway. So that should be, I mean, we should be able to get them then. Let's go ahead and evaluate. Oh, okay. I thought, ooh, they're all gone. That means we either signed them or they went somewhere else. That list is looking kind of long, baby. Welcome DeAndre Hopkins to the squad. Getting me a mentor at receiver there. I mean, not a huge boost over who we already got, but can help Kendrick Bourne upgrade, can help Javon Baker, Kalen Polk, Kashawn Butte. I mean, all those guys getting a whole bunch of extra development boosts throughout the season. So our receiving core can get strong. Kendrick, and if we get a rookie too as well, Kendrick Green, welcome to the squad, helping power up the offensive line. Noah Gray at tight end to get a backup there. And we got 2 good defensive tackles now to add depth there, just in case I can't get to that during the regular season or during the draft period. So now that we got all that done, I mean, we have one more area here where we can keep getting better, or one more like evaluation period. Let's look here. I mean, I know I want to get a mentor here at quarterback anyway. So let's try to get a Jameis Winston. I mean, I'm not going to overpay for you though, gang. I'm sorry. You are a backup's backup. And not that many people are probably going to be looking at you. So I'm lowballing like crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. I guess we could work with 73 zone coverage here for Divine Diablo. 88 speed isn't too bad either as an outside linebacker. 27 years old, 76 overall, already better than what we have over there. And if not, you know, we can move him to the other side with Tabai. So I'm not actually mad at this deal. I'm gonna give him that deal, or I'm about to say the bare minimum, but give him that deal. It's already better than the other 8 teams that want to offer him. So that's up there. We already know we're going corner, so I'm not going to touch that at all. I did want to look at a backup free safety possibly. So let's see what some of this youth looks like. Like here, Tony Adams, 26 years old. I think this could be a very good move. Avonte Maddox moved to free safety. I did not know that. I mean, Jabril Purpose is 29, so I could be around the time that he's leaving, see how much development maybe he gets at free safety. See if we can make him take over that spot if he gets enough. I'm not mad at it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to guarantee you that much money, though. We'll flip this around, go 2.1, and I'll lower the bonus. You haven't earned that bonus yet, gang. Just add a little bit more depth here. Oh, we only have 2 running backs on roster anyway. We'll drop that salary down just a little bit. I mean, I could really go get both and see who plays better. I mean, we only have 3 running backs that look like on roster, so we really could test that out and try to go get us. Well, no, because we just signed one. So we have Kevin Harris, Antonio Gibbs, and we just signed one. So that really gives us. So this will be our 4th one. Okay, cool. All right, so target it. Let's go one more round. Last eval offers, and 2 of them make decisions. We're still on top for Devon Diablo. And if the Bears get you, the Bears get you. I didn't want you that bad. And Jameis were the only ones for you still as well. Let's see. Did anybody else sign? This list looks a little bit longer. Evans did. Okay. So Zach Evans, welcome to the squad. Who else do we have? Oh, yeah, Adams. Okay, cool. I mean, we've got a pretty good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 9 free agent player class here with the chance to get 3 more. I'm not mad at that. I'm making the neutral offer. I mean, you have no other deals. You have to do something. So looks like we have 10 people to negotiate. We got 2 active ones. Wait, 2 active. Is that where I left it off at last time? I think so. So just them 2, Jameis and Sherwood. This will easily make him linebacker 2 behind Bentley. Let's go ahead and make that pick up. All right, boom. Those are our last 3 targets here. Let's go ahead and see how these work out for us, because these are the last 3 people I'm going to be looking to add to the signees, which making sure I didn't get any extra signees while we're waiting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we got one more then. Who's on this list? I don't reckon. Oh, Devon Diablo. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the squad. I guess that I need to fix that up too as well. Get him in my right linebacker spot. I did not remember that I didn't see that he had signed, I guess, when we simulated for it. Let's see what happens with these other 3 though as we go ahead and evaluate the offers. Jameis is still thinking about it. So there's Diablo. There was Barnes. Welcome to the squad. And there goes Sherwood. Boom. So we got 2 more people there. Free away. More evaluations. Jameis, you're the last one, my boy. And he's still holding out. He's like, nah, somebody gonna want me. We done already did 2 evaluations, and Jameis is still here, not accepting the contract. So I mean, I don't know what else to tell him. I mean, this is it. If he does not accept, okay, he's gone now. So I guess maybe did he own up to his senses? Did we get our quarterback? We did. There you go, number 12. I guess we'll let him rock 12. Sorry, Patriots fans. Y'all might be a little mad that I'm letting him do this, but it's Jameis Winston. He can do what he likes to. Be a big name here. We know exactly where everybody's going. Mark Cooper is going to the Packers. I don't think I mentioned that one. Kelly to the Vikings. Judon to the Colts. We know Williams, Shreve. A punter out to the Colts. Rams. Xavier Woods to the Bucks. Ramon Stevenson going to Arizona. I almost forgot to go check in on him, but you know, good luck with your new team. Hopefully they treat you good out there, as they also go out and get a new right tackle too as well. Titans go get Morgan Moses a right tackle. We knew Moore left. Bakitari going to the tackles. Going to the Commanders at left tackle. Bobby Wagner to the Eagles. Okay, so some pretty high values here. You know, Hubbard going to the Raiders. Some people still unsigned. Alvin Kamara's unsigned. That means he'll go into the free agency market at the end of the rounds here. Could we pick up an Alvin Kamara? Level threats? 30 years old. I have to see what his stats look like compared to like an Antonio Gibson, because as a Saints fan, I cannot let this happen. As a Saints fan, it would be a cardinal sin for me not to sign Alvin Kamara real quick. So let's go ahead and check these private workouts here really quick. We already knew who we were spending one of them on at least. All right, here we go. I guess that'll be what we focus on. And it might just end up being George Tuck, but oh well. So we're going to confirm that then. I don't know why it was glitching, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just go to the draft, baby.
Every career starts as a dream, a belief that someday you'll join the greats and line up next to them on the same field, in the same league. That dream required incredible sacrifice, just to even make it to this point. For the coaches and teams of this league, they dream of the right player that changes everything for their franchise. Tonight, those dreams collide. Welcome to Madden's NFL Draft.
And here it is, the NFL Draft remastered, redone. We've got it on tap for night. Is he actually talking? Okay, I had to turn on my TV volume for a little bit, y'all, to hear that, to see if they were talking. It looks like they're going through the draft here now, so obviously you have to walk on stage, see the commissioner. It's been a long time since they've had this. They got the board up in the background, and I guess right on tap here, the Broncos making that first pick for themselves really easy as Andrew Stevens goes in and comes off the board like we knew. But I think as well, I mean, the top 3 picks should be relatively known because we already know who we're going with too as well. I mean, as long as he stays right there for us, we'll be taking up a corner here with our first pick. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to let the draft go. I'm going to give it actual realistic time. So that way I'm not focused here on, trying to taking like 30 minutes on one pick. Now, I'm going to give myself a time limit. But I'll be watching, at least the first round or two just to see how everything plays out. Then we'll kind of speed it up. Of course, I'll edit it out for you guys so you guys don't have to sit here and watch all of that. But the reason we're watching these first two is because we're coming up with our next pick, or with our pick here very soon, as it looks like the Cardinals. Can't remember who Pittman is. Tanner Pittman, the quarterback. So the Cardinals actually do go quarterback, which I guess you could say is kind of interesting here. When we look at the roster, we got a minute 30. We know who we're picking, so we'll be fine. If we look at Arizona, do they still have Kyler Murray, or do they at least let him go? I still have Kyler Murray. I mean, he's only a 75 though, so I guess I get it. You tried it for long enough. He's 28. Maybe try him to go in a different direction. You haven't won anything, so perfectly understandable. Let's go ahead and make our selection though here, as I think we all know what's about to go down now. As far as which corner it is, we all see you have the top 5 option right here. But if y'all remember, Haywood, 1 year younger. Same man-to-man archetype. I should have got him looked at more so we could have saw like what his talent was. A man instead of B. Same B zone. A press instead of C. His catching is lower, which is fine. I mean, we're not getting interceptions. That's cool, but you're covering. You're making your tackles. And runs a 4.3. Or was it 4.2? Combine. 4.3. Pro Day. 4.2. Jerry Haywood, welcome to the first ever draft pick of the New England Patriots rebuild. Stud finder, I think that told me that he is going to be hidden development. Let's see my man walk the stage, and we'll give him his time to shine. Excellent pick, A+. He was ranked 4 in true talent, so he had a top 5 grade as well. 4 in true talent. We got him at number 3. Elite speed, sticky in man coverage, will make plays in zone coverage. I think it's a fantastic boost there. Obviously hidden developments. Of course, 96 change direction, 92 acceleration, 95 speed at DB. We don't have to worry about getting beat on those deep balls anymore. And I think that's a very good pick there for us. I mean, we have Jonathan Jones. As you see up top, Matthew Hayward ends up going number 4 to the Vikings. But yeah, I think that really does a lot for us, man. I mean, now Jonathan Jones, Christian Gonzalez, and I don't have to keep Jonathan Jones around long term. Maybe we could use him as trade baits. And Jerry Haywood, I think somebody that sees the field immediately, whether that's in the slot role or on the outside, will be determined through camp. So now I'm going to kick back here and basically watch how this first whole round goes. If there are any surprising picks, any big name picks, I'm going to be watching my board. And I will kind of let you guys know as they happen. But basically, the next thing that you guys should see should be pick number 2 in the second round. And I'll probably do, as long as there's no excitement or anything like that, we'll just do a brief overview of the first round. And here we are, picking it up, man. There goes one of our top picks that I really did want, Donnell Warner to the Texans at 18. Well, I think they actually snubbed one of our players too during free agency. That is actually, I did really want him as far as our board goes. Now, we had a couple guys off our board already. We'll kind of go over there soon a little bit, but I just wanted to look at our other options. So obviously we still have the option here of Griffith at right tackle. He's ranked 32. as of right now, so I'm not sure how quickly they're going off of this rank. But also there's a center here in Sutton that I've really got interested in. Round 1 to 2 projection here as a pass protector. He's got kind of the same build, all A's here, and not really much run blocking. So I'm not even sure if he's really a true center. I think Sutton really would be a left tackle for real. So that's also why I got my eyes on here is Sutton. If we can't get our hands there on, there we go, Griffith, who I guess is actually the next tackle that might come off the board. Let's go ahead and drop back to see. Yeah, Josh Bradley just came off the board too as well. So to kind of go over quickly, then some of the other players that have gotten taken off the board that were on ours: DeMarco Groves at 17 to Cleveland, Marcus Hines 14 to the Cincinnati Bengals, Dansby to the Dolphins at 11. It looks like we've seen so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks come off the board here in the top 20. Actually, you can really say top 13. So 5 quarterbacks, all in the top 13, have been taken off here too as well. So it's been a crazy first round as far as quarterback play has been going. So we'll have to see how many of these guys will actually get a chance to start, where they will play at. There goes a left outside linebacker Benson, who actually was on my board too as well, going to the Packers. So I mean, he was a potential top target. I mean, obviously can't get all the top targets that have that first round talent grade on them, but he was on my board. So my board is getting thinner. You know, we had about 49 players on the board coming into this, and it's only getting thinner from here. So they stopped doing the like little, there goes Brian Griffith at 21 to the Eagles. So I guess we're now down to our last option here as far as offensive lineman goes. Now, I would just hope that he actually, you know, makes it to our selection. I don't think anybody else need offensive line. Let me look at my draft board here. I'm not sure if that's our needs up top or everybody's needs, but you can see, okay, so here's the rankings of everybody. The center that I want is still, okay, he's way back here still, isn't he? Let me go to my, let me not look at my favorites. Let me go to center. Wait, where's, okay, I thought he disappeared. Okay, Sutton. So he's at, he's at 78 on the ranking, so we got some time before I think that he goes. It's just I hope nobody tries to make that big move up here in the first round. I want to get my offensive lineman. Pittsburgh just selected another quarterback, and Jeremiah Stanley is gone now too as well. That's the 6th quarterback off the board. If we look at all positions, the next best player here is Jason Logan, who's still on the board here, quarterback, 10th ranked on the board, and he's been passed up a lot here, it looks like. But I'm going to actually kind of get us through a little bit quicker here, because it looks like some of the guys off our board is going to hopefully stop being took. All right, finally getting into the second round here now, as Baltimore had just made their selection here. They go with right end William Saxton, who actually was on my board too as well. So I mean, a lot of our board has finally come off here. As we're coming up on our next pick, we still do have the offensive lineman that I wanted to go get though on the board, ready to go. So I think that's what we're going to go do here. As you can see there, as far as the top players that are left, I mean, the highest one that's on my favorite board here is Michael Myers. A lot of our receivers end up coming off that draft from that first round, though. We have a couple of first round options still. Baisley actually is still on the board too as well as a top 5 pick. So I mean, we could double up at corner and really make that secondary strong, but I'm not going to do that. Off of our favorites board, how many we have left? We're down to, we still got a good amount. Oh, well, push me back up to the top here. Clay Johnson just went. 32 people still left on the favorites board, so that's pretty good there. Now, as far as centers go, he still has 2 other centers in front of him too, as well as being 78th on the board. So yeah, we should be able to go ahead and grab him quick and easy, which our pick's about to come up next anyway. And I'm going to make Trey Sutton the pick here. I'm going to go offensive line, keep strengthening that up, because I do think we got our receivers strengthened in the draft, and so do we do with the edge rusher. So I can go ahead and get some of those guys here on in the later parts of round 3, as we're in day 2 of the draft now. Come on, Arizona. I ain't had y'all pick already lined up, ready to go. Now, of course, we're not going to like recap every single pick at the end of the draft that was on our board. So that'd be a lot of players that we didn't get a hands on. But we'll look at some of the top end ones. Definitely look at the quarterbacks that were taken in the first round and see how they all will mesh. Now, let's go to get Trey Sutton here, though. 22 years old, great pass blocker. We're going to move him immediately from center to tackle. Lacks discipline, resulting in avoidable penalties. Hopefully, we can go ahead and drill that out of you. No diddy, as these practices will be long and grueling to make sure we ain't getting no penalties. But go ahead and welcome to the New England Patriots, my boy. As we're coming back on stage to welcome him back up. B- pick, so we get good. He's 31 in true valent. We got him at 35, so still above where we probably should have picked him up at. Solid in pass pro. Great. Understands leverage when defending power moves and handles finesse moves with ease too as well. Come on, baby. Another hidden development player here. I will take that too as well. Go ahead and welcome to my squad. Hidden dev on the offensive line is essential. And you're looking at the next future starting left tackle of the New England Patriots. Thought I'd go ahead and interject here in a moment because we do want to take a look at this top 5 talent. Melvin Brazili. I think we'll go Brazili. He did get taken up by the Las Vegas Raiders there at 40. So I just wanted to kind of come in before round 3. Let that be known. I was wondering how far he would slip down the board because if he got there at number 3, I don't think I could pass up a top 5 talent, even if we would just have to double up the position. And at that point, we just have to trade away Jonathan Jones for maybe future draft capital. But yeah, at least I don't have to make that decision. All right, so I'm looking at here what I want to do, and I definitely want to go with the receiver here. Now, what I am finding though, there's only one receiver left on my board, and that was Trey Townsend, 199 slot receiver, ran 4.42 is his fastest here at the what's it called, at the combine. 4.38 is pro day. So jump down to the rim of 4.3, beat catch and or kick return, A stamina. Route runnings are kind of but I don't know. We have everybody's talent though here for receiver. So he's around 2 to 3 talent. I thought that would be the best, but not actually, as we have 2 round 1 to 2 talent receivers that are still here. That are day 3 options, meaning I could wait even further. But here on the combine, Parks ran 4.34. What do you do with this pro day? For Parks went 4.29. As a playmaker, 6'6", 215-pound player, round 1 to 2 talent. He's got great speed. Now, if you look at his player card, I mean, he doesn't do anything else too well. I mean, the route runnings are all pretty bad, but I mean, round 1 to 2 talent tells me that you'll at least have hidden development, I would think. 23 years old, a little bit on the older side, but 4.2 speed. I cannot, this ain't the traditional Patriots, baby. I'm not letting that pass up. And that's Josh Parks, B-. Good pick there. Good pick, 46 in true value. I'm at 67. So I'll take it. Former high school power forward. Tracks and secures the ball with defenders closing in. So that tells me, was that catching traffic? Does he have NFL speed? My dude just ran 4.2, so I would hope so. Hidden development, 93 speed. I'll take it. 94 acceleration, 97 on his agility and change of direction. Now he's not obviously that strong. And we'll have to work on his route runnings like crazy because there you got D's and F's there. But C spec catch, I'll take. C catching traffic. He's got to work on his play on the ball. But I will take the hidden development pick. That's 3 for 3. As we go to continue this draft, man, it's getting harder to see what I want to do. So some trades might be coming up too as well. As we have a 4th, a 5th, and 3 7ths. I know 2 of those 3 7ths will be a fullback and a kicker. But what will I do with the other ones? All right, here we go to our 4th round pick. I'm going to look at some trades here. Just look to see what they give me. I do have an idea of what I want to pick up if none of these look good. Okay, so let's see. So for our pick, oh dang, okay, there we go. I was saying we have 2 offers here. Okay, so I can get a 5th later, 5th, 6th, 7th. Well, I can get a 3rd and 7th from Tampa, a 3rd and then even a future 5th from Baltimore, 4th, a 3rd and 6th from the Eagles, and a 3rd from the Colts. So I think I would want multiple things, of course. I think I should trade with the NFC over the AFC, but I mean the 3rd and 5th is looking kind of nice. 3rd and 6th. But it's like a future 5th too, though, so it's not even like this year. But I mean, I'm always down for more future picks. Now, there's no telling that we'll need extra like next year. But Baltimore, make another team in our AFC stronger. Go NFC. I think I want to go NFC. I'm gonna give it to Philadelphia. 3rd round picks, 3rd round next year and the 6th round next year. I'm gonna give that to them. I'm not gonna make anybody on our side any more stronger, but I will go ahead and trade with Philadelphia though. Just because I feel like we can move down. There's not too many other things that we need. We cleared up a whole lot in the draft or in the free agency period, so that the top 3 picks here in this draft I think will make huge impacts as starters. Maybe not Josh Parks, but definitely the first 2 picks making impacts as starters. The 3rd pick possibly being a good depth receiver, might find his way into that top 6. We'll have to see if he's practice squatted or not. Only Camp will tell that. They went to took that pick and did it with Raheem Jackson, so we'll have to see if that does anything for them. But that gives us a future 3rd and 6th to work with then in next year's draft, so I'm more than gladly take that. And then I think I'll for sure use my 5th round pick as long as the edge rushers that I want slip back that far. If not, we'll be trading that one too, and then getting into our last 2 picks here in the 7th round. All right, let's go ahead and review these trade offers again. Buffalo, I don't think I want to trade division, but the 4th round pick is kind of hard. Thank you, Houston. So that way I didn't have to make a trade within my own division. But Houston's been taking picks from us all day. I'm about to go Atlanta. Ooh, the Eagles want to trade again. They say, hey, you know, it worked once. Why not do it a second time, right? But I can't keep trading with you like that. They're going to think that we working together for real up here in the North. But I really don't like Atlanta and the idea of making them better. And Houston, AFC, I don't know if I can do it. It might have to be Philly again. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, at least it's just a 4th round pick and we're getting something better. So who do I think will be worse? That's what I should be thinking about. Who do I think is going to be worse next year so we end up in a better position next year? Let me go ahead and trade with Atlanta. Let me get their 4th round pick next year. We'll go ahead and give them this 3rd round pick this year. I'll make that one happen. We did have a couple options there that I would have liked to draft, but you know, trade value is a little bit higher than what we wanted for them. So we'll obviously go to our 7th round picks here. We have 3 of them. So I'll probably end up we'll just make the first 2 trade the last one. Actually, there'll probably be more value in the first one. So trade the first one and make the last 2. All right, so we have 3 picks here in this round. Let me double check, make sure that's still the case. Yeah, we're at 195, 198, and 208. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and trade away this one then. 195. 6 from Tampa Bay, Minnesota. Look at those years too. Okay, so that's next year. This upcoming one is 6 for Baltimore and the Rams. So I can still go NFC if I need to. Jets. Ooh, Jets would not be a bad partner though. Well, no, this year they just came off a really good year. All right, yep. So that means we're gonna go get this one. 6th round pick to the Rams. No problem at all doing that. Then we come up here in 2 more selections. So we already know what we'll be doing with these 2 picks. So basically the draft is going to be pretty much over from here. We're going to go ahead and get our fullback because I do want a fullback on roster. And then we'll go ahead and get our kicker and be done here for the day. So let me know what you guys think down below of the draft class, man. I mean, how do you guys think we graded out? Of course, we're about to see the overalls here in a brief moment. So, you know, we'll really see how good we did here, especially compared to some other teams around the league. Let's go to get this up a little faster because they are surprisingly taking their time more here as we are later in the draft. Now, time for our 198 pick where we're going to make our selection, go with our fullback here. Let's see, is there anybody even left on my favorites board? Okay, cool. We got a couple people left here. Geo Chamberlain. So there's a day 3 grade on him. But right now, like I told you, we're going down here to do this. And the reason why I'm picking Rivers, so you guys can know what I'm doing here. I mean, obviously, you can look here at these and you can get them fully scouted, which I mean, honestly, I didn't. I don't really look at these ratings too much. Obviously, I look at the blocking, the run blocking more so than anything. But I also look for, can you run my route just in case I need you to? So that's when I looked over here at the combines. And my boy Rivers here, 4.75 in the 40, ended up being the fastest one you can get. So we're going to go ahead and pick him up. Have a fullback on roster here, 21 years old. And, you know, just see what he's able to do with the team. See if he's able to make a contribution at all as a utility guy. So could be used in pass catching if we need him to. C+ average pick here, 207 in true talent. We got him at 198, so probably could have fell back on it a little bit. But he was a college halfback. I guess they just moved him over to fullback. Must improve run blocking technique and lacks push when lead blocking. Which, of course, I mean, you kind of expect there with a fullback. I didn't even go look to see if my man was in development. I doubt he was. He probably most likely was just normal. But I didn't even go check. That's my fault. We'll check here in the screen after this. We got one more pick to make anyway. This is for our kicker. Now, how I decided this one was basically just the kickers that had the highest accuracy, and then we wanted to look for. So let's see. I mean, you can see the 2 guys that we have here. The only 2 with A and B accuracy. Now he's an accurate kicker here, but if we look at physicals, does it show? Earlier it wasn't doing it, so I guess yeah, it's not doing it again. I don't know why it's not showing their kick power, even though it's listed as one of their physicals. Let's look at Bo here. He has solid kick power is where he's going to sit that, which I think solid is that middle one. So anything lower than that means we're going with ball. Let's see what Patterson is. He's got marginal, which I think is I think it goes solid, decent, marginal. So that's like 2 lower. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and go with the accurate kicker then, because he also has pretty good power. So Brendan Baugh here, which I think actually was the highest one too. I think there was one other guy that had the marginal to solid or decent to solid, whatever the range is. Only one other person had that even high. And so the fact that he's actually got his solidified on solid, that would make him, at least as far as I know, the hardest kicking kicker, and he's also the most accurate. So welcome to the team then. 92 overall in true value. Got him at 208, still somehow is average. Made 95.6% of kicks in college, but not a booming leg, which is unfortunate. 91 kick power though I will take. I wish I could see what his accuracy is, but of course we'll look at it here in a second. Normal development, and that'll basically be our last pick here in the draft. Simulate our way to the end and go ahead and see what our draft recap looks like, to see what some of these overalls on these players are going to look like. And here we are, baby. 78 overall, Jerry Haywood to start off the top of the draft. Hidden development, I love it. 78 man corner with 76 slot and zone ability, 81 man cover, 76 zone, 76 press right off the bat. Definitely going to be seeing the field here early and often. Now, I don't think that'll necessarily mean we trading away Jonathan Jones, but him, Christian Gonzalez, that's going to be a tough top three to go ahead and contend with. We can contend with teams that have a lot of receiving power. Here with Sutton, he is a center, but I'm going to go ahead and make the move now because we know that we want him to play left tackle. So I'm going to go ahead and make that switch here. Boom. So, I mean, it didn't change his overall at all. He's still 74 overall, still hidden development. 74 overall pass protector. I love that. 81 pass block power and finesse. 79 on his overall pass blocking. Now, of course, we'll work on the run blocking. He's at 68 run block finesse, 67 run block power, 64 run block. So could use some work on that, but definitely already coming in and being the top rated tackle does not hurt at all. 75 boost too with the extra morality. 73 overall, and Josh Parks, which actually shouldn't put him too far back on the depth chart. Actually, if I view depth chart, 73 overall, I actually would have him. He's our 5th best receiver. I mean, actually would crack the rotation and probably see some playing time this year. Now with the hidden development, we might force that a little bit more too as well, especially with the 93 speed. Put him in the slot and see what he can do. 74 in his short route running, 77 catching traffic, 74 catching is serviceable. 97 agility though is going to be really good, and his acceleration and speed has him set up to maybe do some kick return, punt return work for us. So definitely we'll see some playing time. I'm very impressed with that for top 3 selections. Now, of course, we didn't make any more picks to the 7th round though, so of course they're not too good here. Yep, I was right. Normal development 66 overall. What is it? Speed 79. I can work with that. We can possibly let him run the triple options and not do 2 halfbacks. And then Ba here with the 70 overall. We're gonna call him Bo instead. I feel like Ba just ain't it. 91 power, 82 accuracy, and then 54 awareness. So I mean, even though he's got a booming landing, he's supposed to be more accurate than anything. Why is accuracy lower than power? I don't know how they do the ratings for this. I know all this plays factor into it, but for a kicker, really, it should only be those top 3 things, and maybe not even awareness. But almost knocked my mic over. But let's go ahead and go to the rest of the draft. Then, of course, we got plenty of time to come back and review over my own class here. Rest of the draft, the number 1 player, 79 overall, Tyrann Mathieu, taken at 12 to Seattle, trying to give up that Legion of Boom. Ended up being a 79 overall. We had a quarterback there for the Cardinals. Tanner Pittman, 78, already comes in better than Kyler Murray. That's fantastic. We also got the 78, Melvin Brasley, who said was the top 5 pick too as well, came in with the 78. And then another, this was definitely a deep corner class. Sean Payton also have a 78 overall. As you see, the top 3 corners here are all fantastic. Now Brasley ended up slipping all the way back to the 2nd round too, which is crazy. We ended up with the youngest out of the 3 though. That was good. Now speed wise, they're all pretty much around the same place. Let's look at the coverage skills for these 3 though. How far is it going to take me to get the coverage? There it is. Okay. Yeah, we definitely got the one with the best coverage too. 81 man, 76 zone, which is the best above all of them. Press 76 is the best. I'd say we got the best out of the 3. Although they all have the same ratings, I believe our 78 is better than their 78. So that'll be much needed there for our secondary to keep up the high level of play here. Now, we do know a lot of quarterbacks we're taking here in the top part of the draft. I wish I could just single out the quarterbacks in the first round. Oh, I guess I can. Rounds and then go quarterback. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks taken in the top round. Looks like the first one, Pittman, obviously 78 overall. Number 2 ended up being Jeremiah Matthews with a 73. Going to the Rams. Raiders get Trent Carney, their possible new starter there at 75 overall. Is not too bad at all. Does he have hidden development? No, he's just normal. Normal 75 overall. Man, these loading screens could be a little bit quicker now. Look, and then I got to come back over and reset everything. Stanley here with the Steelers ends up being the worst one taken into the first round. The 67 overall. Russell Waters here, 73 for the Giants. And then Joshua Booth. Why did I say his name like that? Joshua Booth going 73 overall strong arm to the Saints. So did Pittman even get hidden development then? Okay, he did. wish they would still let me go, between player cards from player to player, but I guess they're not going to do that. Let me see round 2. Were there any quarterback? There was a quarterback taken. There's 2 of them, and Jason Logan, who slipped down the board. Yeah, that's a big mess up when you do it like that, especially since you had a chance to get a 73. You end up with a 67. Steelers did not scout the right, but they also have Russell and Justin Fields, so they really didn't even need a quarterback. Why they took one, I don't know. Now the receivers, we were looking at these guys too. Were any of them really kind of top tier? I mean, Dansby 77 overall there at 11 to Miami. Hidden development, just like the guy that we got in Parks, but 77 playmaker. What do you end up with ratings? 80 catching, great route running. Even as deep as 70 is not too bad. 91 speed, and he's 6 foot 197. I mean, we definitely could have, but I'm definitely more proud with the corner than that completely. Let's see who else kind of really caught our eye there. Obviously, there was some offensive linemen that we could have went and got. Stevenson ended up being a 74 overall for a first overall pick. That's pretty lackluster. Wasn't even really top 5, but he ends up going up there near the top of the draft. Griffith, another guy we were looking at 73 overall. I think I sufficed with the offensive lineman that we were able to pick up. Matthew Hayward ended up being a 75. Saxton 76. Both those 2 guys were on our board too as well. Hayward didn't end up with hidden developments. Nope, he ended up with normal. Glad I did not pick him up then. So that'll basically be how the rest of the league was able to go in and go about their drafts. I mean, pretty good all around. We can go look at some of the other teams, at least in our division. I don't know why I always got to think this hard about ours. The Jets, best thing they got was a strong safety here in Philip Bass Knight, 76 overall. First pick was Skaggs at a 74 overall. If we look at the Bills, let's see. Best thing they got 76 as well. Enrique Streeter. So it looks like we're all getting better on defense. It looks like got an offensive lineman though with the first pick, Evan Curtis, 75 overall. And then if we go look at the Dolphins, they end up with a 77 overall. Dansby, of course, being one of their best player. But after that, Dookie the bed, bro. That is not a good draft behind that. Lucas Guerrero, who was actually on our board too as well, ended up being a 71 overall. So, hey, y'all have fun. So y'all end up with one of the worst draft classes in the division. I would say ours. I feel like ours is the best. I mean, it's a short class compared to the other ones, but I mean, only 1 guy under 70, 3 guys that are potential starters here, 73 and above. Not to mention one of the top 5 best players in the draft. I would say that we graded out probably higher, but y'all can let me know down below who would you give the best draft to out of the 4 teams in our division. And let's go ahead and get things set up so that we can go ahead and get to minicamp. Good morning, everybody. Coach, you told reporters before the offseason that you upgrade the offense. Oh, dang, yeah, I did say the offense. I mean, I feel like we did upgrade the offense. Did we upgrade the offense enough? I think so. I think we made great improvements on the offensive line. Now, I didn't sign the 85 overall that we were supposed to on offense. We did that on defense. But I definitely feel like we upgraded the offense a lot more. So let's see, which position group do I feel like we upgraded the most on? Yours, QB, halfbacks. We definitely did upgrade the halfbacks. Good, but I feel like our biggest additions was on the O-line. I thought the O-line definitely got a lot better this season. Ryan Clark said on his show this morning that you didn't do enough to upgrade the position. I don't agree with that. Probably won't matter. Right? Like, promise broken. The team is upset you didn't keep your promise and made the upgrade the roster. Morale drop. Bro, this is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Bro, that does not make any sense. Okay, so I didn't go out and sign the 85 overall or better on the offensive line. Like, we didn't get better at halfback. I didn't go get Jalen Warren to make us better halfback. I didn't get us Kendrick Hopkins at receiver to make the receiving core better. I didn't go get Noah Gray to make at least the backup role of our tight ends better. I didn't go draft a top tier tackle at left tackle to make the team better. I didn't move Cole Strange's position to make him better, make our left guard better, get our center good, our right guard good. I mean, hey, I don't know what else I could have offered that. I mean, obviously we did make the defense better with Chase Young being 85. Maybe I should have said no then, and I wouldn't have been in this situation. But it is what it is. We got plenty of time to upgrade, to up those morality boosts as we go through training camp, hopefully. But I will basically go ahead and say that these scenarios are booty cheeks. They're so trash. They don't take into account anything at all. I mean, let me know down below how you guys feel then. That'll be my true test to know if I won the offseason. Do you guys feel like it's a letdown like DeAndre Hopkins over there tweeting? Or do you guys feel like I actually made some serious upgrades to this team? Let me know how you guys feel down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. It's been SGG, aka the King of Games, aka SmooveGotGame. And I'm going to catch you guys later.